Rennia, could you just talk about the fourth quarter and what you guys, when you guys really buckled down after they got the lead, what do you think was the key to getting you guys through this game here at the end?
Well, I just think we were able to pull together a few consecutive stops on the defensive end and convert on offense.
Rennia, you guys hit threes after threes after threes in the first quarter, first half. Did that sort of get in your heads in the third quarter when they weren't making it and then giving up stuff on the defensive end? How did those two factors play in together?
Well, we're not gonna make every shot, but just continuing to play. I think sometimes we wasn't doing that. We was kind of letting our offense dictate our defense. But in the fourth quarter, we was able to buckle down and just play a full court.
Rennia, Holly on Friday night talked about wanting to see you guys get more consistent. That first half, for long stretches of it, you guys played, almost as well as you have all year, especially shooting the ball. And then, of course, the third quarter. How do you guys find that balance of consistency and try to carry that throughout a game as opposed to having those hot and cold stretches?
Yeah, well, consistency is definitely important, but also just understand that basketball is a game of runs. And I mean, Belmont had their run, but I think, again, like I said, the fourth quarter, we was just able to consistently put together some stops and hit some shots on offense.
One more question for Rennia. Dan.
Could you talk a little bit about the challenge of guarding this team? I mean, they look like they really were one of the better offensive teams you guys have seen so far this year.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely were one of the better offensive teams, but just running them off the line, I think they shot 4 for 20 from the three, which is big for us because they shoot the three balls so well, but also just being able to stay in front of whoever you were guarding playing one-on-one defense consistently.
All right. Thank you, Rennia. Other questions? Sure.
Evina, what were you thinking there in the fourth quarter? I mean, you came back in and they had come back and taken the lead there. It just looked like you took your aggressiveness up another level at that stretch.
Yeah, so I had seen their man. Obviously, my job as a point guard is call out the play. So I had Reagan come up and set a screen every time, and it seemed to keep working. So we just kept on running that. I told Mimi to make sure she's ready to shoot in the corner, but just making sure everyone was involved. Everyone knows what we're doing. Whatever play that I'm calling, so we were just really in sync.
Yeah.
What did they do so effectively inside against you guys? Obviously, like you said, running off their numbers of 3-point, but they still got a lot of baskets inside in the paint. What were they doing, especially in that third quarter, that made them able to come back from that deficit?
Our main thing was to run them off the line, so which is taking it a risk of backdoors. Us not being in help side so much since we're denying and switching consistently. Their slips were getting us a little bit, especially in the fourth quarter and the third quarter. But like Rennia said, one-on-one defense was a huge priority for us, and they did get us a couple times. But we just got to be better next game for more to come.
Mimi, y'all closed it out in the fourth by getting on the glass. They were beating you guys to the paint. Was that just positioning, or what was happening where they were getting probably too many offensive rebounds for y'all's liking?
Yeah, and that was just us lacking effort on going and hitting and going up and getting it. We wasn't really making contact with them, and that's one thing that Dean was addressing with us, is that we need to make more contact and go up there and get the board instead of just going up and trying to go get it, make contact and then go get it. So that's one thing. They were crashing really good, and we weren't making contact.
For both of you guys, it seems like the game is starting to slow down for Jazz. It feels like she's getting a little bit more confidence these last couple of games. I think her two best games of the season so far. How nice is that for you guys to get a little bit more time to sit on the bench and rest, and those crucial minutes she's giving you guys bringing the ball up the court?
It's amazing. I just had to talk with her before I came in here. I'm like, I said, great game. You just got to be consistent, keep shooting the ball. And I know exactly what she's going through. I know exactly what she's thinking as a point guard. She's thinking a freshman point guard coming in, okay, I got to pass first. And her shot is wide open all the time. So I'm like, yo, you got to think shoot first, because you know how to pass, so this thing shoot. So when her shots are open, she's been taking them, she's been knocking them down. So when she knocks them down, she's in the zone. She's very confident in what she can do, and it's starting to show.
Maybe could you talk a little bit more about Evina's play there in the fourth quarter? I mean, when she'd been having some foul trouble. When she came back in, it just seemed like boom, and just like you guys, everything kind of got going again. What did you see from her in terms of her impact right there?
Well, what I seen was first her running her team. I mean, she had the ball in her hand. She called a play. If they can't stop it, just keep going to it. And that's one thing she did. She read the defense, and she kept getting to the paint, and she was getting and ones, and that's what we needed. We need her to be aggressive like she was doing. So she played good for us, and that's what we needed to do.
Another thing with that though, I can't really do it. I can't really I can't really do it without them. You know, every time I score, Mimi's up on the ball, you know, denying, slowing their point guard down, allowing me to, you know, catch my breath well, allowing for everyone on the team to catch their breath, and she's up there, you know, turning the point guard, making it easier for us to play defense and get back. So it's really a team effort. You know, I can't do nothing without them, especially Mimi. So she definitely gets to start on the defense again.
Mimi, now the fun starts. The SEC on Thursday. You're one of only 3 players on this team that's even played at Auburn Arena. Now, obviously, Evina, Rennia, they've been through the battles. But do these youngsters have any idea what they're about to embark on, especially the freshmen?
Well, we're trying to make them know, but we're trying to get it to them. Holly, she's trying to get us ready for that. We haven't really worked on Auburn yet. We was worried about Belmont. But one thing we do know is that, you know, they press a lot. They press the whole game, and so we just got to know that we have to take care of the ball, and they're going to try to speed us up. We just got to stay calm and stay confident and play our game.
Yeah.
I mean, is there anything that can be learned in that third quarter when they go 23-8 on you? Is there anything you guys can learn from that in terms of maybe stopping that or minimizing that at least? Because maybe against another team it'd be harder to overcome something like that.
Yeah, most definitely. That's when just, you know, one thing I also talked to Jazz about, so we got to slow down, call a play where we get a couple of touches from side to side from in the end of the court, and just trying to get a really good stops. But it really wasn't so much that our offense, it was really just our defense. We was letting them do whatever they wanted to there for a couple of minutes, and we let them. They outscored us in the third quarter, and that was unacceptable for us on the defensive end. So we just really got to lock down our defense, because when we came out, the third quarter is really just our quarter. In most games, but it just wasn't that case in this game. But we just really got to lock down the defense.